So, I have a moustache now. We are essentially done with the diet and it's a refeed day. So, I'm going to talk you through a bit of a plan today. First things first, I'm going to have my double espresso, get rid of this little bit of facial hair that seems to be growing out. We're keeping the beard, we're keeping it short and moustache only. Mullet's coming, you know the drill. So we're going to have this, get ready, get first meal in, then get to the gym. So I'll see you then. Whew. So we're in for push, and we are now, as I say, we're basically done with the diet. We've had a chat with Jack yesterday, and I think what we're going to do is have a little sort of tidy up and then do not so much a shoot next Thursday, but just a bit of like, get some pics, get a good pump. So so it's refeed day today, get us back, freshen up, and then tomorrow and Friday back onto normal training day food, assess where we're at Friday, and then sort of prep and do a bit of like water dropping, all that sort of stuff. Get primed and ready for next week and see what we do. It's going to be exciting. But yeah, so it's push today. Energy's still feeling pretty good. Strength hasn't massively dropped, despite, obviously I've dropped about 13 kilos now since peak off season. So it's been a big drop in weight, but strength hasn't massively dropped down, which is good. So yeah, so we're just warming up at the minute. A low incline, Smith first, then we'll go on to some sort of press variation before pec deck, bit of lats and shoulders, you know the drill. Come on, come on. Bloody hell. Oh my god. Oh god. So, one of the things that I found recently, I just assumed if you watched my previous video, which actually was a couple of weeks ago now, I've just been really lazy at like editing YouTube videos. I'm really trying to get back into the swing of things with that. Is since my dad moved away, like when I trained with my dad, I'd really enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, loved it. Wouldn't be into gym if it weren't for him. Wouldn't have had as much progress if it weren't for him. But one thing he hated doing was resting, like no rest at all. His rest would be essentially my set. And if you're only getting 7 or 8 reps out, like really pushing for a PB, you're very quickly going into your next set without any time to recover. So I'm now, this is probably one of the reasons I've started bringing my camera down a lot more, because it gives me time in between sets to sort of push myself, like rest a little bit, get my heart rate back to normal, and then recover and get ready for that next set and like really lock in. And it's made a massive difference. I think that's one of the things where I think if I'd have been resting the same as I had when I was training with my dad, strength would be a lot lower. Like I wouldn't be pushing the weights I am doing at the minute. And I hope that means it's a good sign for going into this off season. So Jack Parkin, I hope you're proud. This is one of the things you've pushed me on and kicked my arse with. So we're doing it. We're resting between sets. We're talking a good couple of minutes now between sets and really sort of just being present, just listening to music, just chilling out, not really going on my phone, just sort of sitting and being present, and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, so we're gonna get another minute, then lock in for a proper set, and then this is second exercise. This is a conversion chest press, kind of like basically a flat press really. But I'll be totally honest, I'm pin stacking most things at the minute because I just cannot be bothered putting plates on stuff. That's the levels of tired we're at. But yeah, time to lock in. grief. Music blast out at the minute. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 soundtrack, obviously. I'm like proper to-ing and throwing with videos today because I'm filming like top tips and stuff at the same time. I'm also conscious my camera's in the way of everyone. There's a guy who wants to. Oh well. Yeah, well, cool. So that's chest done. Pumped to high heaven. Onto lateral raises now. Now this is my. I'd probably say this is my favourite machine in the gym at the minute. Specifically this gym. I don't know what it is, but this machine is just fire. I've never really needed to do much for shoulders, which is a nice thing to be fair. It's a lucky, but the two shoulder like sort of focus machines that I use in this gym, like lat raise and then the shoulder press, are like two of my favourite ones. But you'll see very, very shortly why I like this one. It's a very big ego boost when you're on a diet. That is why. Obviously coupled with coconut water and a shit ton of salt. Oh yeah. I have had ample rest for this set, so I'm hoping this weight will be alright, but I ain't done 70 for a couple of weeks, but seeing as it's refeed day. Oh god. Seven I'll have to do. Good god. That was too heavy. Far too heavy. Sometimes just overestimate, underestimate how weak I am.
A few moments later.
Every time I go over, there is such a temptation to just leave it because I absolutely just love this as a post-workout. So in here we're going 85 grams of rice pudding as post-workout with, if I can get it, 30 grams of whey protein, chocolate brownie batter. I don't know what people like consistency-wise when it comes to. Hang on, I just need to do the maths on this. Yeah, I don't know what people prefer consistency-wise for rice pudding, but same with this as I am with my oats. Like I quite like it stodgy. I don't know what it is. Like I'm not like a big watery fan of things like rice pudding. Like some people have their oats like really watery, whereas if I have my oats, I pretty much will have them where the spoon will just stand up straight and get stuck in it. But yeah, everyone's different. Very tempted when I do this to do the guy from Come Dine With Me, where he like does the thing with the batter. And that's it. Before I start, if anyone else orders from Elite Subs, I'm getting sick to damn death of shakers. I reject. I like delete them from the basket every time, and they still come. But I've got like 3 in cupboard already, on top of about 3 other shakers, and I've got 3 now. It's just recycling, guys. Come on. Really good session. Really good session actually. Pump was pumping, as you'll have seen from a couple of videos, a couple of pics, all that jazz. We're in a really good spot. So like I say, we've now got probably sort of a week's worth of prep to go through before we finish next Thursday and do a little bit of a shoot, photography, that sort of stuff. I ain't doing any fake tan this year, that's not happening. But we'll probably lay one blade the life out of my body and see what we're cooking with. But as I say, so I'm not going to do any more filming on the refeed day. I just like, because no one really needs to say, I always forget as well. I always say I'm going to do it and then I forget. So the rest of the day really is going to be, so we'll make this. This is obviously post-workout. Sadly no more sourdough, but it is what it is. I've then got a meal that I'll probably need to have in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, which will be either chicken or mince with rice, veg. Then I'm going to the cinema, and Mr. Parkin knows ball on this. Oats in the cinema, so I've got my oats prepped for that. I'm going to see live action How to Train Your Dragon. The only reason I'm going to see that is because I've seen everything else that's out in the movies at the minute. Having a cinema card and just like spare time and being in prep as well, not prep, I'm not prepping, am I, but being in a diet where you don't really want to be around people all the time, cinema's like the go-to. And yeah, I've seen everything. And then there's a few films coming out, but my friends want to see them, like Weapons. Oh my God, I can't wait for that. So I'm seeing live action How to Train Your Dragon. Bearing in mind, I actually criminally only watched the animated version like for the first time last month, which is not good, but I just never got around to watching it. So hopefully that's good. But yes, I've got 100 gram of 90 gram of oats for that meal. But I just like taking that to the cinema. It's like a dessert. Although I am looking forward to, once I finish this diet, being able to just eat popcorn in the cinema. That'd be nice. And then I'll have a final meal later this evening, which will consist of whether I have chicken or mince at lunch. It'll be the opposite at tea. I think it's 200-300 gram of potatoes, something like that. We'll make some sort of tomato passata type bake. That's kind of my thing at the minute. And that's it really. I'm going to watch just a bit of Netflix. Nah, kind of like toing and throwing at the minute. I binge watch something as like just a nice easy show to watch. So I'm rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine at the minute. But then I have just picked up Breaking Bad. Now, I know that I'm about fucking 10 years too late to the party. I did watch up to season 4 like years ago and then just stopped, and I thought, should I just pick it back up? But I thought, no, let's restart it. And I'm glad I did, because I've just finished season 1, forgot 90% of it. So that's where we're at. Life is good. Obviously, I spoke in a previous YouTube video a while back about mindset and where I'm at mental health wise. It's not something I'm going to touch on too much, but just to sort of say I am good at the minute. Like things are really good. I've taken a bit of time away from work and I've really enjoyed it and feel a lot fresher and a lot better. And I think it's really helped in terms of sort of being able to have that time away from work where I'm not often like going on holiday, being busy or whatever. I'm literally just chilling out, and my days are my own. It's allowed me to invest time into my coaching, invest time into doing more of this, filming, YouTube. I'm doing more reels, little bits and bobs, and I'm really enjoying it. And obviously, the rest of my time has been spent in the cinema, apparently. But yeah, so life is good. And I got quite a few DMs from people saying like they found that YouTube video really helpful when I touched on mental health and where we're at. And that's a really good thing, and more people should do more of that. So if ever you're in that position or ever really sort of struggling mentally, like, you're not alone. There are people out there who want to talk about it, are willing to talk, and like make use of it. Talk to them about things and get it off your chest, because trust me, you'll feel a lot better. But that's it for now. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. I've really enjoyed this one, actually. Like, as I say, I've not really been into the YouTube hype much recently. I've been quite off the ball with things. So as I said earlier, it took me ages to edit the video I posted the other day of me, like, last leg session with my dad before he moved away. But now that I'm kind of into the groove of filming and stuff, really enjoying it, really getting back into the swing of things, hopefully do more of this. I'm going to try and get one more video in sort of before next Thursday, which will be like covering a pump session, diet, where I'm at on sort of those like days building up, and then we'll do a video on the Thursday of sort of a full day where I'm out with Jack, doing some filming, doing some photography, and then what my off-plan meal will be as well. I will take you on a ride for that. Other than that, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you in a bit.